We live in a wonderful small town, Powder Springs, Georgia. It's northwest of Atlanta.
When we were hunting for a house, we literally hunted for a house for a year.
And it's just a really neat area. One of the things that attracted us to the community was the difference in the houses, and it just really has a close-knit feel.
The thing that really drew me to this house is the basement.
I wanted a home where I could have a nice back porch.
The basement is perfect.
I love to be outside.
I want to say it's like 1450 square feet downstairs in the basement.
We bought this house. One of the things that we loved about it was that the basement was fully finished and that we could make it our own.
It's basically a tribute to my alma mater, NC State.
He's always been obsessive about NC State.
Tommy he absolutely loves NC State.
Wow, we play Carolina on the 8th.
And it's a part of who he is at the core.
So how about State kicking Carolina?
Tommy's love for NC State is unlike anyone I know. We need to do a basketball game. There's one like on the 28th or 29th.
We all bleed red, but Tommy bleeds red. NC State red.
Tommy's basement is the most wonderful thing for an NC State fan.
It basically looks like NC State exploded in my basement, but in a classy way.
Come on down!
When you open the door, the entire stairwell leading down to the basement is decorated with NC State memorabilia.
You feel like you're in a museum. It's quite impressive.
It's very red.
Tommy was very insistent and particular, and it was important to him that we chose the correct NC State color.
At the bottom, take a right, there's a little kitchenette there, and we have everything from an NC State toaster to NC State paper towel holders. There's a curio cabinet that is about 5 levels that has stuff that I've collected. Everybody in my family knows what an NC State nut I am, so at Christmas time, I usually get a lot of NC State stuff. My most prized possession is a framed piece of floor from Reynolds Coliseum, where NC State played basketball when I was in school there. It has a collage of players that have played. David Thompson, he's one of the best players to ever play college basketball. My wife gave me that for Christmas, I think, one year, and I think I cried when I opened it.
Oh yeah, there we are, look!
I'm wearing the jersey I have on right now.
I think Tommy's passion for NC State comes from growing up being an NC State fan. Tommy and I knew each other throughout school. We both grew up in Oxford, North Carolina. It's about 30 miles north of the Raleigh-Durham area.
We've got NC State, Duke, and Carolina all within a 26-mile radius of each other. And basketball is very, very popular. It's rabid.
You almost had to choose one or the other. It was always, okay, who are you a fan of?
My wife, Renee, bless her heart, she is a huge Duke fan. She graduated from Duke. She went to Duke Divinity School, grad school.
My maternal grandmother was a huge Duke fan. That's where my affinity for Duke started to grow. And Tommy is very intentional about buying things for me that are Duke related. But my office here in the house is on the 2nd floor, and all things blue go upstairs on the 2nd floor. We are getting to the point where if he or if we buy anything else NC State, we may have to start switching things out. So maybe we rotate some NC State things out and rotate a few Duke things in.
I love home interiors and decorating. You wouldn't know it by the sports jersey. But I discovered Hal's, and I also discovered that Hal's had a ton of NC State stuff. I've always wanted a fire pit, never had one, and then I saw on the house that there was an NC State fire pit, so I had to have it. The most recent rug that I have is in my gym, and it looks awesome. It's Tuffy, the wolf, our mascot. One of the things that I love, I have a set of bar stools. The tops of them are covered in leather, and it's red, and it's got the block S on top. Those are really nice when I have friends over.
Come on in, let's go downstairs. We love the basement because it gives us plenty of space to entertain. That's one of the things that I love to do. I love to entertain, to have food, watch games together, play pool, play ping pong, watch a movie together. And we have the perfect space in the basement to be able to do that. And we've been very intentional about the way that we've designed it so that we can enjoy that space with other people.
There's a doorway from the rec room. If you look above the doorway, there's a sign that says movie theater. And as you leave the rec room, you walk into a hallway leading to the theater. And I had a custom concession stand made where I have your movie boxed candy. I have an old-time popcorn machine.
You're welcome, sweet girl.
I watch all of NC State's games there, basketball, football, baseball. I watch it all in my theater.
I would say that my favorite piece in the basement is a cutout of Tuffy. Tuffy was handmade by someone, and Tommy's parents gave that to him when he was a teenager. That is a piece that has traveled with us everywhere that we have ever lived. Tommy is very passionate about collecting things that are related to NC State. But it's always related to either something he was intimately involved in or that he attended or something that he remembers.
I've got a great poster of Jim Valvano, Jimmy V, who was a coach of NC State at the time when I was in school. I love that man. I was there during his last days at NC State and helped raise money for Jimmy V and the fight against cancer. My dad passed away of lung cancer, and we shared the love of sports. So that whole tie-in with Jimmy V, my dad, cancer, has kind of special meaning in my life.
I absolutely love our basement. We go into a space that we've created together, and it's a space that is truly filled with a lot of memories.
We're like right here,
Oh, that's right.
right there.
Sorry, Mr. Wolf. It's time to share the cabinet.